Hello, Colleen. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I just have a few questions in regards to the simulation that you participated in. Okay. Tell me about the human sacrifice.
Why I did it?
So we're rolling now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions, and like if you could, I'm sure you probably don't remember a lot of what went on.
I remember hardly anything.
I feel like I'm being like, are you guys gonna waterboard me? What's going to happen right now?
So you listed yourself as a criminal surgeon. Why did you do that?
Well, I just felt that it was just like a connection to that occupation, and like knowing that I'd probably be too lazy to go all the way through like medical school, probably be doing it on the streets. So like gotta cut some corners somewhere.
And what's the end result of all of this?
Well, I've always, as a child, I was always fascinated with space and equally fascinated with pirates.
Do I have to look at the camera or can I look at you?
I feel like being a space pirate seemed like something that I was always kind of interested in.
You know, they have those things for interviewers where you look at the interviewer, but it's actually looking into the camera. It's an offset.
Oh, like a mirror?
Exploring different worlds and pillaging their goods and resources is something that it seemed like an appealing lifestyle choice.
Sure.
I selected Beast Slayer and Son of a Huntress because of my upbringing in rural Pennsylvania. It's a hunting, horseback riding community, and it just seemed to fit with my younger self brand.
Was there beasts in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, foxes, terrifying foxes.
So what are your sort of general thoughts on the simulation in general?
I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah.
I liked when we got a dog.
Yeah. What did you think about Colleen using that dog in an animal sacrifice?
Fucking terrible.
You used the pet husky as an animal sacrifice at one point. Why did you do that?
No reason.
No?
No.
Seems on par with what a cult would or should do. Some form of sacrifice, even if it is a beloved pet.
It wasn't a great dog, you know, and I think he had better uses as a sacrificial animal. So, yeah.
The only bummer is that, you know, we didn't get to use them as food.
You seem to be an early supporter of Colleen's cult. What do you think of cults in general?
I think they're great. Yeah, we should have more of them.
I'm not a huge fan of cults, so it's bizarre that I would support her cult. But after getting to know Colleen and her cult, now I'm a big supporter of cults, a big follower.
Yeah, cults don't really do it for me.
So you were the person who was sort of involved, who like started the cult. Do you think like your personality was the reason for that, or because somehow the simulation chose you to start the cult?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was definitely my personality.
What about your personality?
But I don't know, I forgot what my personality was right now.
Given her role here at Nail as office manager, it seems to make sense that she would head up any sort of cult-like organization, you know, run the, you know, daily ins and outs, whatever you need, black high-top sneakers, wigs, whatever cults use. I don't really know.
So you had a romantic relationship between you and Colin.
Ah, yes.
Which was interesting.
At first confused, but Digo is a very attractive man. So I think it was beneficial for both of us. Yeah.
I think Colin was definitely one of the more feminine people there, even though he has that bushy beard.
Toward the end of the simulation, you rejected Digo's marriage proposal. Why did you do that?
Because I feel as someone who doesn't want to be tied down, I think I was leaving my options open, I think. So regrettably, I had to turn down his offer, and I hope there were no hard feelings in the end, but you know, I still have nothing but good things to say about him, so if that's any consolation.
You started a fire indoors that led to Megan's death.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, I think Megan knew what she was getting into, and I think if she didn't want to, you know, ultimately perish at the hand of my flames, then, you know, maybe a little more foresight would have been her friend.
So Colin started a fire which you later died from. Do you hold any hard feelings?
No, I think I might actually die by Colin's fire one day.
What do you think about Colleen sort of elevating it to the human sacrifice level a bit later?
Well, I mean, you know, you see how she is around the office, so I think it was a natural path for her.
Oh, yeah, that's just, you know, the dog is one thing, a human is just a whole new level. That's, yeah, just insanity.
Pretty fucked up.
She doesn't come across as the murdering type. She's not very murdery, but those are usually the ones who are really good at murdering. So,
I mean, we had to push our cult to the next level. You know, we don't want to stagnate. We're competing with many other cults out there, and you know, everybody's trying to get to the next level of worshiping their god to the ultimate. And if we didn't do it, somebody else would have. You know, we had to be ahead of the game.
Do you personally have cult ambitions?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. No. It was just a game, so
Oh,
yeah, I went with it.
it's just a game.
Yeah.
Would you ever participate in a simulation like this again?
I don't think so, no. No. Too much for me.
Would you ever participate in a simulation like this again?
No. Mm-mm.
Would you ever participate in a simulation like this again?
fuck no.
Would you ever participate in a simulation like this again?
No. I don't know. No. Yeah. Well, no.
Would you ever participate in a simulation like this again?
Never.
Would you ever participate in a simulation like this again?
Yeah.
All right.
Try to see if I can go longer this time,
Yeah.
because we didn't last too long.
Okay.
So there's probably things we could do differently next time around to survive longer. Why I did it?
Yeah, why you did it? Sure.
For the power.
Really?
Yep. Because then people would listen.